We all did it. We just didn't recognize it for what it was at the time. Yours might be slightly different than mine, but for each of us, there was a time we placed a beloved and integral part of our gaming experience back into the case for the final time and just simply didn't know it.
After untold months of renting it at Blockbuster every single time we went, there was a time that I returned Tecmo Bowl and just never picked it back up again. There was a day in my past that I flicked the power button on my original NES for the last time I would ever do it. There was a night that my friends and I gathered together for our regular Halo 2 LAN party for the final time. But we didn't know that would be the last time. And considering how much that experience meant to us, I'm ashamed to say I don't even remember when it was. To be honest, it probably wasn't even that memorable of an evening. My best friend and I probably had just lost a match 50-13 on Burial Mounds. So it was our least favorite map. We were terrible at it. And we'd all packed our stuff up to go. We put our monitors into our cars and all those things like we always did, and that was that. A small group of us moved on to playing Halo 3 together online, but most of us went our separate ways. It was the last time for all of us, but we had no idea. I wish we would have recognized it at the time. I wish we would have celebrated it, cherished it, and took time to share what it meant to each of us, and made those goodbyes more intentional and meaningful. Since it was the last time, the final time, we would all do it together. We just didn't know.
The sad reality of life on this planet is each of us are all too familiar with time being cut short. Our day off always seems less than 24 hours long. Vacations always end sooner than they should. Children grow up way faster than we prepared for. And loved ones move on before we are ready to let them go.
Those special moments that we've been preparing for all of our lives speed past us in the blink of an eye. And in our technology-obsessed culture, we're often guilty of spending more of our time looking and planning towards tomorrow than we do recognize the value of the present space and time we're currently occupying. And with the reality that tomorrow is not guaranteed for any of us, what we choose to do with today becomes even more magnified in its value. If we're able to look into the future and know which parts of our lives were occurring for the last time, I have a feeling we would probably view them a little bit differently.
Just a little bit. Sure, it's annoying when our child makes a mess in the backseat of a car, but one day they won't be dropping French fries in the back anymore. They won't even be in our car. They'll be driving their own, and we'll miss them those days with those grubby little fingers that were dropping crumbs everywhere.
There's a last time for everything, from the exciting to the mundane. We will rarely know that it's the last time in advance. There's a last time that we'll receive a text message from someone. There's a final time we'll hear their voice on the other end of the phone. And many of those moments are the nearest and dearest to my heart, but they also cause my heart to break, because I didn't know how much I should have cherished them until they had already passed. And I would have treated those moments far more carefully if I had known and recognized them for what they were, the last time. And while I can't do anything to change where and how those passing moments became permanent memories, I can still do something about the ones that are in front of me.
So how do I know which things I am doing for the final time and the moments that they are occurring? How do I truly cherish and make everything I choose to do in my life as meaningful as possible? If we knew today was our final day on this planet, how would we choose to live it?
No matter how long of a lifespan the Lord grants us down here, it will still be an incredibly brief time period relative to our eternal existence. But that doesn't make it less important or valuable. The exceptional brevity of our mortality makes each day even more meaningful, because each day is so precious and irreplaceable.
And recognize the fleeting and perishable moments we are currently living in shouldn't make us feel like none of what we are doing matters. It should make us live like everything we are doing may matter for the final time.
I carry many regrets in life. Things that I didn't do, things I said, things that went unsaid. Like the evening I sat in a room surrounded by my dearest friends as we laughed our way through yet another Halo 2 match that was the final one that we would ever play together. I didn't know it was the last time for any of those moments. I didn't know I was ejecting that disc and placing it into its little silver collector's case permanently. If I had recognized that moment, I'd like to think I would have stopped and hugged each of them before they got in their cars and drove away. I would have told them that I loved them, even if it was uncomfortable or weird for them to hear it from me. I would have told them that these were some of the best moments of my life, and that these highlights were actually carrying me through some very dark times that they weren't even aware of. I would have shared my love of Christ with them with all the sincerity I could muster, because they meant so much to me, and I want them to have a home in eternity in the same neighborhood as me, so we can make this friendship last forever. But I didn't know. And now that time has passed. Sadly, so have several of my friends. And with that sobering thought in mind, I know that I can't change what has occurred in the past, but I can allow the power of those memories to change what I do next.
It is true, our life is just a vapor. But when placed in the hands of the Lord, He makes even the smallest mustard seeds grow into massive trees.
The length of our lifespan is not in our control, but what we choose to do with it is. Now, perhaps what lies in your past is as blemished as mine, and reflecting on those mistakes and missed opportunities brings a tear to your eyes. I know it does for me. But that only serves to strengthen my resolve to play each day of this game of life as if it is the last time I will pick up the controller, because one day it truly will be. So let's make today the day we show love, as if we won't get another chance. Let's forgive others while each of us are still able to hear and receive it.
Let's share Christ's love boldly and without fear, because we may not get another opportunity. Let's hug like we mean it, pray like it matters, and serve like it's the last time we will have the honor of doing so.
Each and every day is a day we may be doing something or sharing an experience with someone for the final time. We may not realize how much this current moment matters until it's already passed. So let's play the game today with full knowledge that we are passing through some of these stages for the last time. Not with sadness, but with appreciation and gratitude. We can't change who we were or what opportunities we've already missed, but we can approach today with a determination that demonstrates our awareness that we are one day closer to the end game.
And if we enter each round of our battles today with our knowledge of eternity in our hearts and our understanding of our limited time on this planet on our minds, we will live each moment to its fullest and make every opportunity we are given matter.
Now, if you'll excuse us, we have some calls to make, some hugs to give, and some messages to send, because I've already let too much time go by and I've left too many things unsaid. Today is the only today that I'll ever have. And the clock's already ticking on the countdown screen. Today may be the last time, so there's no time left to lose. Only time left to use.